What's happening, runners? This week we are talking all things NCAA. Now, we would have put this in our episode of This Week in Athletics, but it has been so fire in the NCAA the last week that we had to do a special episode for it. So we're talking NCAA, we're talking running fast, very fast. Now, people run fast in America in the college system, and everyone talks about super shoes, short tracks, double threshold training, and God knows what else. But ultimately, we have to put it down to how hard these athletes are working and how hard they're racing. If we didn't do that, we're never going to enjoy the sport, right? So first things first, we're going to start with the Boston University meet, where both NCAA cross-country champions, Graham Blanks and Parker Valby, set new NCAA 5,000 meter records in their respective races. But maybe even more impressively, or equally impressively, was Nico Young doing the 5,000 meters and 3,000 meters double. So let's have a look at Parker Valby. She is on everyone's radar right now. She's just won the NCAA cross country from the front. She absolutely blew the field on that day, and she just ran a new NCAA record in the 5,000 meters in a time of 14 minutes and 56 seconds. She'd broken the elusive 15-minute barrier and just missed the Olympic qualifying time of 14 minutes and 52. Let's also consider that she's just come off taking the win in the cross-country championships and then run sub-15 on the track. So training-wise, she's probably not at her sharpest right now, which shows the incredible talent that she has. How much faster can she go? Does she go on to compete in the Olympic Games? There are so many unanswered questions about Parker Valby, and that's before we even start talking about arc training and cross training and how many miles she runs a week. Next up, Nico Young. I feel like he's been around on the circuit for donkey's years. He started off with a 3,000 meter win in a time of 7 minutes and 37 seconds. His kick down the last 100 was insane. And then just a few hours later, he doubled up in the 5K, actually starting off as a pacer and finishing in 13:22, which isn't that much slower than his actual personal best. So that is an unbelievable double and quite a good training day to say the least. His 3,000 meter performance was good enough to go third on the all-time list, and even though he didn't run anywhere close to what Graham Blanks ran on the day, he was in a separate race where he took the win, which meant that he won twice in just a few hours. Now finally, Graham Blanks, what a man. I feel like he's the mystery of the world right now, of how fantastic he is at running, but also how unassuming he is. The Harvard athlete took the win in a time of 13 minutes and 3 seconds, which was not only an NCAA record for the 5,000 meters, but also inside that Olympic qualifier mark. Now, he's had a couple of good weeks on the running circuit. He took the win in the cross country when he said, in his own words, that he ran like an ass. And he also took the win at the 5,000 meters at Boston University meet as well. And to make matters worse, and if you're sitting there and thinking, wow, this guy is incredible at running, just have a look at how fantastic he looks after when he's barely even breathing after running 13:03. We've also got an episode that's just come out, which is This Week in Athletics, where we round up all of the running news from around the world. We'll see you next week where we dive into those headlines once again. Have a fantastic week.